Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I started my adventure out here in the walls of Moria. I'm helping some of the Dwarven expedition here with the tasks, and also hopefully uncovering the entrance to Moria. So we're doing some of the expedition quests here in the Blackwater, so let's go inside. Now if you remember, like I mentioned in the previous episode, you have to complete all of these expedition quests, which are associated with the Epic Volume, before you finish, I believe it is Chapter 8. So there's 7 expedition quests total. I did 4 of them in the last episode. I have 2 active, and I'm about to get the final 7th one here.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Broger sent you to check on us, Kippen? I cannot blame him, for it is well past the time we returned to give our report. We were separated shortly after entering this foul, dank cavern. Blackwater indeed. I heard Ogre shouting from somewhere up above, hear about some sort of treasure he had found, but then his calls faded, and I have heard nothing from him since. Where Soki and Weather ended up, I do not know. I hope you can find my kinsman, Kippen. We 4 had poor fortune in this watery cave, and Broger will not be pleased by our report.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
I'm glad you're here, Kippen. My party became separated shortly after we entered the Blackwater, and I have not yet been able to regroup with them. I almost found my friend Ogre, however he seems to have made it to the top of the waterfall down this passage somehow, and I heard him shouting about some sort of strongbox that he found at the top of it. I feared that the cave lizards must have been drawn by the sound of his shouting, for I have not heard from him since. If you can find the same passages that he used to come to the top of the waterfall, however, you might be able to find the treasure of which he spoke. I will reward you handsomely for the news of it, Kippen, for the news of Ogre's fate as well, of course. Alright. So again, there are 7 expedition quests. I completed 4 in the previous episode. I completed Unwelcome in Holland, Orders from the Half-Orcs, The Common Thread, and Unpleasant Business. And then there's the final 3 here. The 4 Dwarves, Danger Beneath the Surface, and the Top of the Waterfall. And that should be all of them. Again, I triple checked to make sure that was all of them because they become unavailable at a certain point and you can never go back and do them. There's an unlucky dwarf up there, it looks like. Alright, so let me actually go down this way and see what I can find. There's some lizards here. I think I have to kill some of these. Whoa, I'm lagging a bit here. That's alright. Go off this way. These are pretty easy. Couple of gambits and I can kill them. So it looks like one of the 4 dwarves here is certainly unlucky indeed. That kind of sucks. Let me see if I can round up a few of these. Wow, the lag is strong. Sorry guys, this is pure lag. Don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's on my end or the server's end. No, man. Alright, I think we're back on track here with the lag. I killed all 8 lizards here. There's nothing back here. Or maybe there is. There we go. There's a passage here. Nothing in the corner though. But I can't come up through here. This basically takes me back to the entrance, it looks like. Yes. Let me see, I went that way. Let me go this way and see what I can find. I mean, this is where I just came from, so... But it looks like I missed a passage up in the northern area of the main chamber, so let's go explore that. Up there, it looks like. Pretty large cave system here. It looks like I'm reaching near the top of the waterfall. Alright, so we have another dwarf who is alive and well. That's good news. This is Wither.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
These creatures are more dangerous than you might expect, Kippen. Be careful as you search for the rest of my party. We were separated not long ago by the vicious beasts, and I have been unable to locate my fellows since. I heard Sulky calling for help not long ago, but I have not heard him in some hours. I fear he has fallen into some danger. Alright, so not much there. I guess there's this passage here. Is this where I came from? It is where I came from. Hold on. So there's this passage that kind of goes down. Let me see where this leads real quick. I'm going to have to backtrack because there was another path up there at the top. So this just leads back to that main chamber down there. Just another way I could have gone. Alright, let's go that way. Or this way, I don't know. This way goes up, so that's a lot more promising. I'm trying to reach the top there. Alright. So we're here at the top, at the other end. Let's keep going this way. There we go. That is most unfortunate. So half the party didn't make it. But 2 of the dwarves are still alive here. Strong box contains only dust, so this poor dwarf died for nothing. Can I make that jump, or will I die? Should I risk it? I'm gonna risk it. I made it. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
You found the strongbox? Well, where is it? What treasure did Ogre find that can justify the losses we have suffered here? Thortfall's face falls as you tell him that the strongbox contained only dust. I see, perhaps I was a fool to expect a mighty treasure, but as we are so close to Khazad-dûm, I thought perhaps... It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help, Kippen. The real riches are sure to be inside the mines, rather than in these damp caves. This strongbox must have contained the belongings of some brigand long ago, and no treasure at all. It is a pity. Right, let's get out of this cave system. Still need 15 seconds to recover my knees. That's quite a long fall, but better than running all the way down.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
It is good to see that you returned from the depths of the noxious cavern, Kippen. Too few have done so. Fewer cave lizards lurk now among the stagnant pools to threaten the unaware, it would seem. I thank you for your service, and reward you with these coins. May they be of use to you. Alright. So I got one more expedition to turn in here. The 4 dwarves.
Your tidings are grim. We're few enough dwarves as it is.
Thank you for the tidings, Kippen, even though they are grim. I am saddened by the losses of Sulky and of Ogre. There is much work still to be done before we have cleared the Holland Gate of the rubble that chokes it, and they were strong of arm and sturdy as the hardiest of our race. But your payment was not only for the good news, and you have earned this reward. Take it and make yourself useful. There is still work to be done.
This needs doing.
You have been a tremendous help to us, Kippen, and have aided us with so many tasks. You have helped explore both the Brackwater and Filgagon for lost friends and hidden treasure, and have stood tall against threats within. But the halls and caverns of Khazad-dûm may hold even greater danger, and I want you to know that you will be getting into before you follow us past the doors of Durin. Return to Rothwald on the guards of the camp of Ekadunan, where the road passes beneath the Elf Arch, and have him tell you the tales of the fall of Moria. They were dark times, but you should know the story, even if you have heard it before. Alright, the fall of Moria. So this quest is pretty epic as well, I believe, and you need to do the expedition quest before you can unlock it. But first, let me feed some more hungry dwarves before I do that.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
This lunch will be just the thing to refresh me after my long labor, and I thank you for it. We would not have followed just anyone here to Holen and the darkness of Khazad-dûm. Lords Bozy and Broger are young, true, but they are stout of heart and their fathers earned great renown as parts of Thorin's company. This could be our chance to achieve glory of the same kind. Look at the pool. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, this may look a little bit familiar. You may know what to expect lurking in the depths there.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Thank you for this lunch. I will eat it in a moment. There is something about this lake I do not like, but I cannot figure out what it is. It makes me uneasy. And I like the color of it. I like the design of it in general. It looks really cool. Very deserted, very ominous, green. It looks very still. What are these dwarves up to? I will fight 100 orcs if I must to reclaim the city of my forebears. Some more dwarves over here hanging out. How will we get the wagon up the other bank? The great forges of Khazad-dûm will be ours again.
These halls will be great once more.
Thank you for the lunch. You were truly courageous to help us thus. Or have you not yet heard the tale of Durin's Bane? At any rate, you have my thanks. So this guy is pulling a Pippin and disturbing the water. Not good. So we have a couple of dwarves here, the final two.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
You have my thanks for the lunch, but I will have to eat it when my shift is done. We'll be through this rubble in no time. Tissa, though, my pig tells me that this debris hasn't yet settled. I'd wager a wagon full of Moria's silver that this collapse happened recently.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Ah, a prepared lunch. Lord Bozy is doing a fine job keeping us fed and rested. We will repay both him and Lord Broger with all of our strength and be through this rubble in no time. What will we find beyond this gate, I wonder?
We are running low on pickaxes. They break too easily.
You've come at just the right time, Kippen. We're really going through pickaxes up here, and if we break any more, it will hinder our progress in digging out the Holen Gate. Bring these broken pickaxes back to Lord Bozy and tell him that we'll need some replacements and quickly if we are to continue making good progress. You will find him near the bank of the Siranon, south of the winding road that ends here at the gate. Alright, so this certainly does look familiar. Let's take a moment to appreciate it. These dwarves are working hard to uncover what's behind, and hopefully we'll get to see it soon. So I gotta run all the way back. And I wish this dwarf would stop doing that. Silly dwarf. So I've explored most of the area here. And And actually, I was wrong. What I was looking at was not what I intended to look at. I was thinking about Durin's door, but whatever. It looked similar. It had the two trees on either side. I wonder if I can take a shortcut through here. Let me take a look. Yeah, I'm sure I could do it. It's gonna have to break my legs a little bit. I think it's worth it though.
We have gone through so many pickaxes already.
Oh, I see these pickaxes are broken, which means that unless we can get replacements to war, all work on excavating the hole and gate will be suspended. We have to do something about this, Kippen, and quickly.
We will need both branches and stones to repair these pickaxes.
We had no way of knowing the gate would be in this state, Kippen, and didn't think to bring extra pickaxes with us. Still, this area has many stout trees, which should provide ample strong branches, perfect for the pick handles. We'll sharpen the metal heads ourselves and attach them to the new handles. I sent my son Bori to collect stones upon which we could sharpen our axes, but he has yet to bring me any. Gather branches from the bases of trees and help my son collect sufficiently sharp stones, and return to me when you have done both. Bori's probably wasting time with his friend Broin at the stairs east of here. Those two care more for the spitting of tails than they do for working. Alright. So, there's a bunch of stuff I can do, but I think I want to give you guys a taste of the adventures to come by going to do this Fall of Moria quest. And that's on the other side of the archway here. So let me quickly return. Alright, so let's see. That's not who I want. I thought he was here, right? Rothwald is by the archway near the camp of Ekad Dunan. Did I run? Oh. He's right freaking here, man. Right in front of me.
Perhaps there is still hope.
You have already lent great service to our expedition, Kippen, and I do not wish to be held responsible if you came to a sort of bad end. The history of Khazad-dûm is sad and grim, and it is Bozil's Bozie's wish that all who lend their aid to our cause know what might await them inside the mines. I will tell you the story of the fall of Moria, if you will hear it, and give reasons why Khazad-dûm is called Moria by the elves, Black Pit. Listen well, and if you still wish to follow the dwarves into Moria, we can talk it over. So this is a session play quest, which is an interesting way to tell the story. The pride and glory of the dwarves was brought low when they dug too deep and disturbed a horror from the past. So I'm going to be playing as Nafni.
Too deep and too greedily the dwarves delved. Little did they know what darkness truly lay in the deep places of the Misty Mountains. But Durin would not be dissuaded. Alas, what sorrow and shadows would come to Moria.
And, oh my god, let's just take a moment here. Look at this place. Look at this place. How awesome is this? That's why I really like some of these session play quests. Even though the combat in them absolutely sucks, look at all these cool places you get to explore. I mean, how awesome is this? Man. Wow. Alright, let's go back and actually talk to this guy. This is actually a little reminiscent of the that prologue from the Hobbit movies, but this was actually made much before. And this is not the Lonely Mountain, by the way. We are in the halls of Khazad-dûm. There thou art, Nafni. Where hast thou been? Lord Durin has been asking for thee. The elf delegates from Lothlorien are soon due, and he has some business to which he wants thee to attend before they arrive. He sits on his throne, Nafni. Go to Durin and lend him thine assistance, as is thy wont and thy duty. Lord Durin the Sixth has need of thee, Nafni. Speak to him on his throne with all haste. I will do so. This is glorious, man. Golly. I gotta say, out of all the cities, the dwarves really do the best job. Thorin's Hall and this place. Man. Look how epic this throne room is, man. If I was a king, I'd want something like this. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Let me take a look down the sides here. Large room. Look at these guards. Pretty sweet armor on them. Nafni, my friend. I was hoping to speak with thee before the party from the Elfwoods arrive. It will only take a moment. Thank thee for coming, Nafni. The delegation of elves will be here very soon, and I had hoped to ask thee something. We have not had many dealings with the elves as we once did, and it is my hope that this meeting will rekindle the old friendships. The glory and wealth of Khazad-dûm is limitless, even if Mithril is becoming more scarce by the year. But with the aid of the elves, we might delve even further afield. We must look to the future. It is to that end that I wish to make a gift to my son Nain, for he will be king when I am gone, though it not be for many years. Speak to Melkoff Stonecarver on the western side of the hall about making a statue for my son. It will stand in this throne room when the time of his kingship is nigh. Tell Melkoff Stonecarver that I would commission a statue for my son Nain. Alright. So he said to the west. So I'm assuming it's going to be this way. There he is down there. Let me just take a look at what's down this way. It's more halls. Pretty epic. Nafli, hello, it is an honor to speak with one held so highly in my lord's esteem. May you describe the statue Durin wishes Melkoff to make for Nan. It will be done, friend Nafni, with all haste, but not so quickly that the product suffers. It will capture young Nain's lordly countenance, and were he to stand very still, no dwarf in Khazad-dûm could tell the difference. Please tell my Lord Durin that I will begin right away. Tell Lord Durin I will begin at once. Yeah, sure enough he is. He's off. Thank thee, Nafni. Melkoff is an unparalleled artist whose work will always have renown for their place within Khazad-dûm. Go to his ferry at the front gate of the throne room and await the delegates from Lorien. My son will be escorting them hither. Alright, so all the way back to the front, and we're going to see the delegation of elves. That's pretty sweet, not gonna lie. Let me take a look at my skills here as I'm running all the way down. So this will help strengthen my defenses. So this is an AoE attack. Quick attack that wounds. And then stamp. So this is an interrupt. Shield bash. A 3-second stun. And this is a heal. So that looks like this is going to be a AoE as well. Wounding thrust. And then parry and evade rating. Okay. The elves are nearly here, Nafni, escorted by Nain, the son of Durin. They will surely be impressed by the majesty of Durin's hall, but let us not reveal our pride. The way of the dwarf is to be humble before his guests, Nafni, as thou dost know well. They shall not but help to marvel at the halls of Durin. Do they not live amongst the trees? The great pillars of Durin city are like to trees, but shaped from the very roots of the stone earth in stunning artistry. Ah, here they are. Welcome back, Lord Nain, and warmest greetings to the esteemed guests of Durin. Very good, Sverri. Nafni, come here. So we got a Lorien elf. They're just Lorien elves. Doesn't look like it's anybody named that we would recognize. Nafni, these are the elves of Lorien. Come to speak with my father about our continued friendly relations and trade. Wouldst thou announce to my father that we have arrived? Yes, I will. I like his outfit here. It's actually pretty sweet. I like that helmet. Alright, all the way down to throne room again. This is when I really begin to miss my forced march. That's an excellent skill. Let me change the filters here so I don't have the world chat going. There you go. They really did do an excellent job designing this area. This is just a throne room. How cool would it be if we got to explore all of Khazad-dûm back in its glory days? And look at those golden dwarves there on the side too. I didn't even notice them the first time around. So much to look at, man. I thank thee, Nafni. I see that they have come and I am ready to speak with them about the continued friendship of the dwarves. So wait for Durin to finish addressing the elves. Come closer, friends from Lorien. The hospitality of my house is yours. We thank you for your courteous welcome, Durin, King of the Dwarves. Thy son has been so kind as to show us some of the exquisite work of thy people. Very good, very good. It is a joy to hear words of appreciation from such honored guests. Our peoples have been too long estranged. Ask anything of me, and it will be yours. I have heard rumor that the mithril of Khazad-dûm is becoming more scarce. Lies, spread by enemies of the dwarves. I am sorry, you must forgive my frustration. Such rumors wound my pride. Just this morning I received word of more mithril deposits below our deepest delving. I will show them to you, that you may know the majesty of our mines. Nafni, come here. Alright, so I hate to do this to you guys. I hate to do it. But I'm going to call it an episode here, and we'll continue this at a bit of a cliffhanger in the next one. Usually I wouldn't mind doing a longer episode for something like this, like an instance. But I'm actually trying to time these episodes so that episode 300 will be the first episode of the season of Moria. I don't know if I can do it, but that's what I'm shooting for. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon on the next episode.